So this video is how to take $2 and turn it into $50. Advertising, marketing, this is how it's done. I came across this X post and I thought it was so amazing because I just created a video talking about the 3 things that you need in your marketing in order for all marketing to work. Check that out if you haven't seen it, but this is a post where it's an exact case study or playbook, but it talks about the exact same things. And I thought it would be a great thing to, kind of supplement and give you guys an example of how marketing is working in real life. So this guy, Brian Beers, he owns a franchise. It's Midas, which looks like, they're about $50 million in revenue in the New Jersey and Philly area. This is the playbook using direct mail. So this is using direct mail, but the concepts and the principles that he's using here can be used with any marketing channel. And that's really the big idea. So he spent $700,000, generating 14 million. So that's a 20x return on investment. For you HVAC, for you plumbing guys out there, that's going to be really, really hefty margins for you guys. This is how he does it. So just to get into this, one of the things he talks about here is where he is doing it. So this has to do with picking the right audience. So he says that most people get their cars fixed within 1 mile of where they work or live. People don't drive out of their way. This makes direct mail very powerful for our business. So in their case, they know they want to limit everything to a 1 to 2 mile radius. For home service companies, what you really want to do is figure out what are the demographics that you are aiming for. One of the things that I highly recommend is that you go into Service Titan, you go into House Call Pro, or if you don't have any of those CRMs, you just get out pen and paper, a Google Sheet, and you figure out where are your best customers located. And so based off of where you're already getting traction, where people are already seeing your trucks, market to those people. The other good news is if somebody is already is living in a neighborhood and they're already buying, from you, their neighbors have similar houses, built with the same materials, similar age. Those customers are of a similar demographic, most likely. They most likely make the same amount of money. So that's where you want to go with your targeting. What they do is they pick these locations, they blanket the area. So that's getting the audience right. So the next thing that they're talking about is the offer itself. So what he says is, the piece needs to look and grab attention. And this is what they're looking at, so he's talking about visually, it needs to grab attention, but then he says you need to have a strong call to action. And we run aggressive offers. Aggressive is the key here. And so this is the front of the direct mail. So you can see the front of it. It's just grabbing the attention. It's looking really good. It's looking professional. And on the back, what he's done here is he's done a series of different offers. And these are aggressive offers by his words. So buy 1 oil change, get one free. So that's a 50% offer. Buy 3 tires, get 1 free. So that's a 25% offer. Up to $100 off brakes. Free flat repairs. And this is what he says, $5 off isn't going to get anyone in. Now, you guys know that people have plumbing issues, they have HVAC issues, sometimes annually. And so with this guy, he knows that with, people are going to come in 2-3 times a year. It's the exact same concept. We want to make sure that we're giving people amazing offers. I love this idea of stacking different offers onto one direct mail piece. Generally, I'm of the belief that, just give people one thing to focus on. However, no one's an expert on this or nobody knows for sure with your market. You got to test these things. So we talked about 2 things, getting the audience right, getting the offer right. So the third part is consistency. Consistency is key. You are not going to get great results from mailing 1 or 2 times. We mail every month, all year round. People only visit auto repair shops 2 to 3 times per year. Our goal is to be on top of mind when there is a need. So every month, all year round, he's aiming for 12 hits a year from his list. And that's really the third part of this. The third part of it is making sure that you have the right frequency. People do not remember you. They're not going to remember you from one mailer. But if you're in their inbox, if you're in their mailbox, if you're on their social media, if they're seeing your trucks all over the place, if they see a billboard regularly, if they're seeing a lawn sign, all of these hits add up to build brand presence. There's a reason why these private personal injury lawyers are all over the place. It's not very often that you have an issue with your like that you need to hire a personal injury lawyer, but when that happens, they want you to think of their law firm. In a similar case, like you guys want your customers to think of you whenever there's a plumbing issue, whenever there's an HVAC or an electrical issue. So I thought this was a great representation. Check out Brian Beers. There's also a YouTube video, connected to this, which is also very, very cool. He talks to the CEO of Mailshark, and they walk into his offices. I think it's excellent. Check this out. Try this out. And with whatever marketing you're currently doing, see if you can apply these 3 principles. Thanks so much. See you next time.